Mom accused of murdering daughter, then ordering photos with her angelic likeliness is released on bond. What the what? Hello everybody, and welcome back to another video for the day. We're going back into r/iamatotalpieceofsh, and if you guys would love to be absolutely amazing, show your support, and to see more videos like this one in the near future, be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment down below to start up the wholesome internet discussions, and if you have not already, subscribe and turn on notifications. Okie dokie, let's go. Prison escapee indicted for murder of ex-girlfriend. In Portland, Oregon, a man who escaped federal prison 2 months ago had been indicted for the murder of his ex-girlfriend, officials say. Hastings RNLI lifeboat crew is blocked from going out to sea by people angry at them rescuing refugees. The RNLI has confirmed an incident took place following claims Hastings RNLI lifeboat crew were blocked from going out to sea by people angry at them for rescuing refugees in the channel. Imagine being such a piece of S that you stop people from being saved because they're not from around town. 4 men aged between 21 and 41 detained in, I don't know how to pronounce that, region, eastern Siberia, on suspicion of poaching 4 hibernating bears, a mother and her 3 cubs. At least one of them was filming the poaching on his mobile phone. They later offered the bears chopped paws and skin for sale. I know some people hunt for sport and then some other people hunt because it's one of the easiest ways to put food on your table, but hunting a hibernating animal, that kind of seems like you're just getting a cheap shot. Dominatrix, who blamed her obsession with death and decomposed corpses on Marilyn Manson, convicted of murder in Massachusetts. Blank 24, a dominatrix on the side, a phlebotomist by training and occupation, is now a convicted murderer. What would be the reasoning behind tying death and decomposition to Marilyn Manson? I might have not listened to much of his songs, but I didn't really think there was any sort of connection between the two. Maybe I'm missing something, I honestly feel like I am, but if there was some kind of thing with Marilyn Manson's songs, please do let me know down below. Dear Santa, I have been good. My people have been bad. They left me in a scary place. 1 minute I was sitting in a home, and the next minute my collar was removed and I was sitting in a cage. Why are people so mean? Because unfortunately a lot of people in the world lack something called a conscience, where it helps make good decisions and helps dictate which decisions are good and which decisions are bad. And honestly, the one thing I only really dislike about the holiday season is that there are people that think it's perfectly okay to go out and get a pet because it's Christmas, and not because the kids are actually going to take care of him or anything. So then 6 months down the road, you wind up returning the animal to the shelter, which honestly is a very douchey move. It's one thing like if you're not able to physically take care of the pet anymore, or wherever you're moving to does not accommodate pets, but if you get rid of the pet just because you don't want it anymore, or in a lot of cases like with dogs, they just get rid of them because you're not a puppy anymore, you suck. Poisoning cats in blank state is a felony, a $2,500 reward for information leading to the arrest and conviction of the person or persons responsible for the poisoning of cats in this neighborhood. Punishment for this crime is up to 2 years in prison and or a $5,000 fine. Look, I don't care how much you may dislike your neighbor's pets. Like, for myself, I have neighbors who have dogs that go nuts and will not stop barking anytime I go out in my backyard. Not for a single second do I ever think of doing anything to them, let alone poisoning them, because that's just absolutely wrong. My boyfriend always insists we follow the rules. Despite the effing heat, he still remains adamant we look for a pedestrian lane to cross. There are no guards, no cars, no witnesses, and yet he insisted. He refuses to park in no parking zones, despite no one else following the rules and no one enforcing it. We waste time and money looking for actual parking. He refused to bend the rules to grant him a shot at his dream job. Just a little edit in his gosh darn resume, a favorable reference, and yet he chose his S-boss as his reference, fully knowing what would happen. I'm being inconvenienced by this. He has an effing righteous complex. The dude's just following the freaking law. And really, wasting time and money, that's like 2 cents in gas and a minute worth of driving trying to find that spot. Jesus Christ. Please tell me you're one of those people that has that red flags list in your dating profile, because I can guarantee it's going to start with something stupid, like a red flag is obeying traffic signs, because God forbid he stop at a stop sign. Pastor who said the true vaccine was Jesus Christ now admits he got his shot. Yeah, you can almost guarantee this dude sings Jesus takes the wheel while his Tesla drives itself. Seriously, what happened to the whole phrase practice what you preach? Like, come on, dude. TikTok moderators are ordered to suppress posts from ugly, poor, obese, and disabled people in order to attract new users. New documents reveal. One of the comments on this post talked about it being for the sake of stopping bullying on this platform, but honestly, that just makes it kind of counteractive, because imagine getting your video taken off and you get a little notification that dictates why it was taken off and then just says, "'cause you ugly." Kentucky principal who tried to ban books over homosexual content is busted for CP. Yeah, two guys kissing, apparently that's no bueno, but God forbid this. Yeah, no, not only did you think that was perfectly fine, you participated in the media form. I kind of want to know what the judge's reaction was to all this. My son works at a Wells Fargo call center where 2 people tested positive weeks ago. They didn't tell the workers. He found out via the newspaper of the virus's positive tests. Supervisors have been working from home for 2 weeks. We are both worried. My kid was sacrificed. Billion-dollar corporation's gonna billion-dollar corporation, unfortunately. They're just gonna go full Farquaad if something bad happens.
Some of you may die, but it's a sacrifice I am willing to make.
You know, apparently some people don't have the physical ability to sleep, you know, sitting in a chair, nuzzled up to their bag or anything, just kind of resting in their head. Nope, it's always you gotta sprawl out and take up 4 chairs per person. This dude's on his phone too, like, you're conscious. So, my neighbors are a-holes. They moved and abandoned their kitty. Poor thing crawled through my walls and has been crying because they took her baby and left her. Can anyone I know take her or look after her until a new home is found? I have had 3 cats and she's scared of them. She's also super cuddly and full of love. Please help. Feminist cafe that charged 18% man tax goes out of business. The man tax blew up the internet, an idea that we didn't think was all too radical, yet the way the world responded showed us how fragile masculinity is. You know, maybe I might not be a professional at running a business, but if you want to keep your business afloat, maybe not discriminate your customers. I mean, if anything, you were deterring more than half your customers, because obviously no dude is going to go into a coffee shop or a tea shop and want to pay more just because he's a dude. And then you also have the women that go there that see this idea and then think it's nuts, so they don't go there either. Idiot mom films herself waterboarding her sleeping infant as payback for waking her up at night. You know, for anybody that wants to have a kid, just fully expect the kid to cry, so if you have a bit of an issue with that, maybe not have the kid in the first place. And not only you did the act, but you filmed yourself, so you're fully aware what you were doing. While members were arriving at Cabbage Tree Road Station this morning, they were very disappointed to find multiple of our hoses had been cut at both ends while they had been left out to dry. There was also vandalism in this location last night. If you know anything about this, please contact Crime Stoppers NSW. You know, for anybody that's just a sad sack of flesh and doesn't really have much going on for them in life, if you're going to mess with anybody, just stay away from the fire department, because honestly, you just kind of gotta wonder, what did the fire department ever do to this guy? Last night, a guy out here got sent home with a fever/virus. They had me go to work in his place with his equipment and didn't tell me why he was gone until I finished. I came in today and told Blank how angry it made me that how I wasn't informed and how I'm worried about killing my family by taking the virus home, and by the end of it, she was trying to make it religious and telling me if it's their time to go, then it's just their time, and I should just look forward to seeing them in heaven someday. Can you effing believe that is the answer to concern for our lives? I'll tell you this, since basically I guess I am marked as an essential employee with the retail business being the pet supplies chain, honestly, the more you do it, the less essential you feel, because nobody treats you like you're essential. Well, mainly the customers, because God forbid they have any respect in the first place. And apparently from their eyes, everything in the world is your fault. This store doesn't sell X product in the first place, it's apparently the cashier's fault. And honestly, aside from the whole mask requirement thing, nothing really changed when the virus happened here. Nothing ever really made me feel essential in all of this. And in some businesses, the employees that are marked as essential really only get a thank you as a pen and paper proper note every, like, blue moon or something. Nursery worker is 20 is jailed for having S with a 13-year-old boy and having his baby. A married nursery worker who had S with a 13-year-old boy and gave birth to his child has been jailed for 30 months. Blank 20 first assaulted the boy after a drunken night out on January 2017, when she walked into his room, pulled down his pants, and asked for S. They had S on at least 5 occasions. You know, one thing I hate seeing about a lot of these articles is that more than not, they usually will not call it what it is. And also, they're not using a proper mugshot. They're using a filtered Instagram photo. And also, on top of that, she only got 30 months. It's not even 3 years. But with that, that is going to have to be it with the video. If you guys would like to be absolutely amazing, show your support, and see more videos like this one in the near future, be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment down below to start up them wholesome internet discussions, and if you have not already, subscribe and turn on notifications. Also, check out another video or two, that'd be darn swell. I'll be sure to see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching, and bye-bye.